Right, joining us now, Kevin Kenrick, Chief Operating Officer with the Consumer Division of Telecom, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Have you completely mucked this up, you guys?
John, this has been a really miserable start to what was planned to be the most exciting online services New Zealand's ever seen. So, yeah, my apologies to Mike and any other customers that have actually had a miserable experience to this start.
Apologies, but no compensation to a chap like Mike.
Well, I think our focus is how do we actually get the mail system working. I've spoken to a lot of customers today. The first thing they want us to do is actually help me get my mail and get that sorted. And once we've addressed that, then we'll definitely look at compensation.
What went wrong?
We were shifting customers from one mail system to another. We had a registration system where people would come in and put in their username and their ID, and we got a fault in that system. And that choked the ability to register, and things sort of backed up and got congested from there. Okay,
you told people this would be a seamless transition in one of your email outs. It wasn't seamless at all, was it?
No, unfortunately it wasn't. And so our intention was to make it seamless. Our intention was to deliver on the excitement and the promise of these new services from Yahoo, and we've stumbled at the beginning. So, our focus now is putting that right so that customers can enjoy the benefits that we hope to bring.
One of the things you did is you stumbled and then you seem not to have communicated very well. Many of the emails that we've received have this kind of theme in them. I would like to point out that the problems with the changeover are not as big as Telecom's inability to communicate effectively with their customers. So you stumbled and then you weren't very clear about what was going on.
The challenge that we faced, John, is to begin with, we didn't know what was going on. So most of the things were going according to plan and one thing wasn't. And so we had to find out what the cause of that was.
Did it take you too long to do that?
We'd always like to be able to do it faster. In reality, we became aware of the problem with the registration system about this time last night. So we've had a team of people working all night and all day. We think we've actually solved it. We've had it up and running for the last couple of hours. And we're pretty confident that we've actually addressed that issue.
We've had lots and lots of emails along these lines. The Updates website has had the same message for 3 days. Great communication skill for a telecommunications company. I have racked up approximately 2 hours listening to Dave Dobbin whilst waiting to be inevitably cut off. Mm-hmm. Did you have a fallback position at all here?
Yes, we have. I think the situation in terms of people calling our contact centres, we have massively increased the number of people that are there to answer calls.
Where are they, by the way? People have a sense that they're nowhere near New Zealand.
We have people in Auckland, we have them in Hamilton, we have them in Christchurch, and we have some in Manila.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the great thing in a situation like this is we were able to call on Manila to add more people than what we could in New Zealand.
Did they have a clue what was going on, though? You might have added people, but you seem not to have added much value from the Manila end of things.
Well, there was a period of time when we didn't actually have clarity. We do have that now, and they've all been briefed appropriately, and and are spending time with customers to get them connected.
Okay, if they do get connected, and if you get all your ducks in line, what's the service going to do that the previous service wasn't doing?
Well, what we're trying to do is to upgrade customers from the best that was available in New Zealand to the best that's available internationally around the world. Within that, we want to offer them unlimited mail. We want to give people the ability to store their photos and to share them with their friends wherever they might be, anywhere around the world. Giving people a briefcase where you can store all your online documents. So you may, for example, want to scan a photo or an image of your passport when you're travelling around the world for security purposes.
In terms of security purposes, what about privacy purposes? Yahoo doesn't have an outstanding record of being robust in the face of scrutiny from the NSA in America. How are you going to protect New Zealand consumers from being exposed to the Yahoo scanners up in the States?
Well, the thing we get from Yahoo is the fact that they're the global leader in terms of online services. That's what we get from them. What we ask from them is to actually help us provide the services to New Zealanders in New Zealand, and that means they need to abide by our Privacy Act. They need to abide by our regulations, and that's what they've committed to do.
Okay, so you have no issues at all with Yahoo violating the sort of privacy rules that people would expect from a New Zealand provider?
Not at all. They've been very clear about our expectations. They're absolutely committed to delivering on that, and I've got every confidence they will do so.
Kevin Kenrick, Chief Operating Officer for Consumer, branch of Telecom, thanks very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.